John, I hope you've got an easy one for us tonight.
Well, we have a great one tonight, and it's one of the reasons it's great is because students always get it right on the quiz.
My goodness.
Because it's in the Forget-Me-Not family.
Oh.
So that's a big hint.
Okay.
But I saw this little plant actually just yesterday as I was wandering around here on campus. I was on a parking lot, not too far from here, and this little plant is an honest-to-goodness weed. It's not a native species. It is, in fact, from South America, but it's been around here for a good while now. And all it needs to be happy is to grow in the crack of the pavement within a sidewalk or in a parking lot. And it doesn't seem to need much water. It grows in what we like to call hard scrabble places. And it seems to just thrive in places like that.
Well, it looks like it's got a pretty flower.
Oh, they're beautiful. They're a little bit small, but they are quite pretty. The petals, of course, are sort of bluish purple, and there's a bright yellow eye within the corolla, down in the center of the flower. And it's got plenty of leaves, and they're pretty pointy, and they have teeth on them. A pretty hairy plant. Now, it doesn't get very tall. It's only a sprawling thing. It doesn't get but it's less than I'd say a foot tall usually. And what I think is the great thing about this plant, even though it is a weed, is that it will be blooming somewhere just about all year long. You can go out in the middle of the winter and find a patch of this plant. And if you look hard enough, you'll probably find a few little flowers, which, gives us hope for the coming spring.
That's true. Well, and I saw that there was some bees working it, and I know they wake up and need something to eat in the wintertime, and I'm glad that's out there, ready and waiting.
It keeps those bees busy.
Well, now, and Sean...
I forgot to tell you this.
Okay.
Let me just say that one of the other things, this is kind of a hint for those of you who know the Forget-Me-Not family, is that the flowers are arranged in a sort of an elongated coil that some people liken to a scorpion's tail. And that's just a hallmark of that family.
That was a wonderful bit of trivia and no help whatsoever to anybody here. At least
not me either.
Well, now, Sean eats everything. Is this one you can eat?
I don't think you can,
Okay.
although
Well,
I wonder, maybe it would make a nice homemade cough syrup.
Oh, there you go. I know. Maybe we should try that. Well, famous panel from Clemson University. Any ideas?
It looked vaguely like Florida Pusley, maybe?
Well, it does look vaguely like it, but that's pretty vaguely wrong. John, I think you got them. I think you got us tonight.
Know.
Yeah.
Well, it is an oddball little plant, so I think it's okay. If a lot of people don't know this one, it's pretty inconspicuous unless you see those flowers. And I think that once you do learn it, you won't forget it, of course.
So it's heliotrope.
Heliotrope. And of course, that Latin genus name means turning to the sun. And it turns out that the flowers will open up towards the sun. When they bloom.
Of course, in the middle of a parking lot. Isn't that something? Well, what a fun little plant you brought us. And I have to say, I've walked by many a cracked pavement and have not seen it. And I'm certainly going to pay more attention the next time I am on uneven sidewalk. And thank you for making the the wastelands of South Carolina more interesting for us, John. It's always a pleasure to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, we'll see you next week. Live and in person, John Nelson will be with us.
That's right. I believe Plant Man's going to come along as well.
Yeah, we can't wait to see you live at the Opera House. 6 o'clock sharp.